Welcome back, Brophy Bronco fans, to Brophy Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter/YouTube. My name is Nicholas Patisky, and I am honored to be joined alongside you once again on this journey of Brophy Prep Baseball. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Red Mountain Lions. Batting leadoff and playing center field, Gunnar Moore. Batting second and playing in left field, Chade Wilson. Batting third and playing third base, Cade Olson. Batting cleanup and playing right field, Hagen Wright. Batting sixth and the designated hitter for the pitcher, Nick Walter, Logan Carney. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Easton Klein. Batting seventh and playing second base, Matthew Peterson. Batting eighth and calling the shots behind the dish at catcher, Brandon Dobson. And lastly, batting ninth and playing first base, Xavier Sanchez. And now, warming up and taking the mound for your Brophy Broncos, number 9, Johnny Casal, the man they've nicknamed here as Johnny Baseball. Casal will also lead off today. Batting second for your Brophy Broncos, Lucas Franz. Batting third, Jack Meisner. Batting fourth, Willie Corneo Farmer. Batting fifth, JT Craig. Batting sixth, playing right field, Jack Oman. Batting seventh and playing left field, Matt Niezgodsky. Batting eighth and playing second base, George Smith. And rounding it off in the designated hitter for the shortstop, Brandon Wirtz, Jack Ryan. Meisner at third, Corneo Farmer at first, JT Craig at center field. I did forget to mention them. Broncos wearing their pinstripe New York Yankee style looks. Pinstripe jerseys, a Brophy B all in black on the left chest near the heart. All black numeral, lower right chest near the belt. A white cap with a black brim and a Brophy B. And of course on the back, all black numerals. Casal will get us started, and that first pitch is strike. The visiting Mountain Lions wearing black caps with the Red Mountain logo on it, black brims, black jerseys with a script Red Mountain in a white tan. Casal's pitch is low, ball 1. White numerals on the back. Same on the front, lower left, white numerals, kind of almost a white cream. And from the way I see colors, because people see colors in all different ways. Gray pants with a black trim down the center as Casal's third offering high, ball 2. Counts 2-1. Gunnar Moore leading off the day for the Mountain Lions. Batting .346 on the year. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Casal evens the count back to 2-2. Casal flexes his glove, down the hill, ball 3 up high. Counts full, 3-2. Casal will look to avoid a ball 4 and walking the leadoff batter this afternoon. This is the second game of the AIA playoffs. The pitch. Swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Making the catch for out number 1 is George Smith. Smith called off Wirtz and Craig almost immediately. Once more popped that ball up. Up to bat now is Chade Wilson. Wilson playing left field this afternoon. Batting .372 with 6 RBIs on the year. Casal offers. Swung on. Hit to Smith at second. A gloving catch, and he makes the throw to first for out number 2. A 3-man umpiring crew today. Plate umpire Max Steiner. Base umpire Patrick Baca. Third base umpire Tom McMahon. And observer today, Steve Huddleston. Huddleston also serving as a backup. Once you get to playoff time, this is the case for both Arizona and Ohio, where I am from. They usually send observers to see how well the umpires are doing and see if they are worthy of calling future playoff games. Casal's first offering to the third baseman, Cade Olson, called a strike. Casal kicks and fires. Strike 2. Casal working quickly, and Olson down in a hole. Casal agrees to the third sign. The wind-up, the pitch. And that one looked like good height, looked like outside, maybe inside. Unable to tell exactly sometimes from this angle. Height looked good. The 1-2. Low. just as quickly as Casal made it an 0-2 count. It's now 2-2. Casal grips the ball. The pitch. Swing! And it looks like it was fouled off of Franz's knee. Franz has been a warrior behind the plate all year, getting dinged and nicked up. The life of a catcher, one might add. And that is why catchers wear very, very protective gear. Franz sporting the more Buster Posey style catcher's mask, almost more similar to that of a hockey goalie mask opposed to the traditional two-piece. The pitch. Off-speed strike 3 called. A 1-2-3 inning for Casal and the Bronco defense. And it ends with Casal getting Olsen to look. It's always a great day for Brophy Prep Baseball. And folks, a lot is on the line with this game today. Both teams lost back last week. Red Mountain losing. And also Brophy losing in much more heartbreaking fashion as the Broncos had to forfeit to Queen Creek, even though the game itself, the Broncos won 6-0 the first time they beat Queen Creek this year. They lost the first 2 matches prior. But unfortunately, due to a pitch count violation, the Broncos had to forfeit, but luckily for Coach Josh Garcia and his Broncos, it's a double elimination game, and they get another shot at trying to stay alive in the 6A AIA playoffs. These two teams have played each other before, all the way back in early March on March 4th, and it was the Broncos coming out on top 13-1 on this very field here in downtown Phoenix, Arizona at Opus Field. On the mound for the Mountain Lions, starting pitcher Nick Walter. Walter, a left-handed pitcher standing at 5'11", comes into today's matchup with a 4-3 record and a 2.07 ERA. A relatively good ERA, all things considered, especially in high school and even in the majors. You get an ERA under 3 and you're pretty much an all-star. Red Mountain lost to the Basha Bears on Friday. That game was played at Basha down in Chandler. That's who the Broncos would have taken on today if they wouldn't have had to forfeit. Walter kicks his first offering up high. Breaking ball never came down fully. Johnny Casal was moved into the leadoff role this season and has pretty much remained there the entire year with the exception of one game. Walter's pitch is low, ball 2. Bronco dugout is loving it. I've had the chance to talk to Mr. Casal's father. I've had a chance to talk to Mr. Casal, Johnny's father, on multiple occasions, and Johnny told him, he said, Dad, if they're going to bat me leadoffs, I'm going to change my approach a little bit. And he said, well, what do you want to change about your approach, Johnny? He goes, I'm just going to slap singles all over the place. And well, he's done that this year, batting .337 with 8 RBIs and 1 home run. Casal swung on, line drive, goes off the glove of Peterson at second. And the Broncos have their first base runner of the game. A hard hit line drive. And courtesy runner immediately coming in for Casal, senior Matt Maldon. Courtesy runners are allowed for pitcher and catcher at any point in the game. Maldon used as a courtesy runner a lot. Him and Jack Ryan. Ryan starting, so goes to Maldon. Walters delivers. Bunt placed by Smith and, by Franz. That one popped up incredibly high and luckily landed on foul ground. And Brophy fans and dugout can breathe a sigh of relief. Batting second and playing catcher this afternoon, Lucas Franz. It looks like Patrick Baca just instructing Walters on something it looks like he has on the mound. Walters delivers. Bunt held back. Counts 1-1. Maldon had to come back to first. The head first slide. No throw, though, from Walters or Dobson behind the dish. Walters, a left-handed pitcher, able to just stare at Maldon. Bunt played by Smith, and Franz almost beating out the run at first. Walters took a look at second, flipped it to first. Franz with some sneaky speed, almost beating the throw out. And now, with one out in the bottom of the first, Broncos have a runner in scoring position. The runner at second, Matt Maldon. Now up to bat for the Broncos. Third baseman, Jack Meisner. Meisner, best batting average of all Brophy Broncos, batting .649 on the year with 21 runs batted in and 1 home run. Walters comes set. Takes a look at Maldon. The pitch. That one inside, ball 2. Bronco dugout loving Meisner's approach so far. Meisner, the third baseman, batting left-handed. Walters comes set. The pitch. First strike called, count now 2-1. Walters. Standing at 5'11". Decent reach, all things considered. The pitch. Swung on. Line drive. Hit to right center field. That one is down. Maldon rounding third and heading home. Meisner up safely at second. And the Broncos open the scoring with a RBI double from Jack Meisner. Broncos 1, Red Mountain Lions 0. You know, Red Mountain Lions, a little bit of a mouthful to say there in full. You have Mountain back to back. And with 1 out and the bottom of the first, the Broncos take an early 1-0 lead. Now up to bat for the Broncos. First baseman, Willie Corneo Farmer. Corneo Farmer batting right-handed. Meisner, the runner at second. Walter steps off the mound. No throw. I think Peterson upset now at second. Going off his glove caused a run. Frame attempted by Dobson. Ball's just a bit up high. Walters comes set. The pitch. Swung on. Hit to third. And Meisner trying to get back to second safely, and he's in safely! A little bit of trickery from Meisner. And Corneo Farmer up safely at first. Aggressive base running paying off for the Broncos. Ball was hit to Olsen at third. Tried to track down Meisner, and Meisner coming in under the tag of Klein at short. Now the Broncos have 2 base runners. Meisner, the only runner in scoring position at second. Corneo Farmer, the runner at first. Up to bat now for Broncos. Center fielder, J.T. Craig. And boy, the Broncos love to have J.T. Craig up now with 2 runners on and 1 out. Craig has went yards 7 times this year, the most of any Brophy Bronco. And he'll look at that pitch from Walters low in the dirt, ball 2. Walters gets the sign from Dobson and comes set. Walters kicks and fires. Swung on, foul to the backstop, and you heard a collective ooh coming from a Bronco dugout, all expecting that ball to end up at a different fence, not the one behind plate umpire Max Steiner. Walters down the hill. Swung on, line drive, fair ball into left field. Meisner will score. Corneo Farmer rounding second, heading to third, and he'll stop at third. Almost back-to-back RBI doubles, and the Broncos double their lead, 2-0. Good
job, JT.
Broncos coming out this afternoon with a vengeance, and we're going to have a little conference on the mound with Red Mountain pitching coach and infield. Corneo Farmer, JT Craig, and Jack Oman with third base coach Raul Torres. Walters still on to pitch. Just a little bit of confidence instilled. Red Mountain led by head coach Rob Gorel, assistant coach Matt Kelly, assistant coach Brian Rice, Mike Runge, and statistician Philip Moore. Visiting coaching staff for the Mountain Lions. And now, stepping into the left-handed batter's box, Jack Oman. Oman playing right field today. Has also played second and also can pitch. Swing and a miss. Walters went with the high cheese, and it was effective. Oman batting .348 on the year with 5 runs batted in. Oman will look at that pitch low. Counts back to even 1-1. Mountain Lions bring their infield in. Feet on the grass. The runner at third, Corneo Farmer. The runner at second is Craig. Walters comes set. The pitch. Swung on and fouled. Ball going under the 5-hole of Dobson behind the plate. For playing hockey, that would sound the alarm and be 1-0. And I have a quick time as Steiner lost 1 ball. That trickled into the dirt. And we're back in play. Walters comes set. Walters still pitching from the stretch. Swung on, high fly ball to left field. Back goes Wilson. He makes the catch. Corneo Farmer tagging up from third. No throw. And the Broncos now lead 3-0. Thanks to a sacrifice fly from Jack Oman. Now to bat for the Broncos, left fielder Matt Niezgodski. Niezgodski batting .264 on the year with 14 RBIs and 2 home runs. Craig still the runner at second. Broncos lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Niezgodski will look at that first pitch high and outside, ball 1. Walters gets the sign. Walters has seemingly pitched from the stretch this entire inning. The delivery. Inside, ball 2. Walter peeked at Craig at second. Walters now comes set. The pitch. Swung on. High fly ball. Hit to deep center field. Back goes Moore. And he makes the catch just before the warning track for out number 3. 1 inning played here at Opus Field. Score, Red Mountain nothing, and your Brophy Prep Broncos 3. Johnny Casale will be back out to continue his work. 4-5-6 coming up for the Mountain Lions. It's a beautiful day for Brophy Prep Baseball, and it's always a beautiful day for Brophy Prep Baseball. Temperature, 89 degrees and partly cloudy. However, the clouds are barely there, some wispy clouds. Sunset will not happen during game time. That's set for 7:12 p.m. Winds coming in 11 miles per hour to the northeast. 15% humidity. And visibility is 29 miles. For those of you just tuning in, welcome into Brophy Prep Baseball here on my Twitter and Instagram. Broncos lead after 1 whole inning played, 3-0. Franz will toss it down to second, and we'll get started in the top of the second. Leading off the second inning for the Mountain Lions, and batting cleanup, right fielder Hagen Wright. Wright, the most dangerous hitter in this starting 9, batting .321 with 29 RBIs and 9 home runs, standing at an intimidating 6'5". Swing and a miss. Casale starts off with the off speed. Folks, I should also mention that Hagen Wright is also only a sophomore, and he stands at 6'5". And I'm sure some people are listening in now wondering, what do they feed this kid? Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says Patrick Baca. And that'll strike out Wright on a check swing. Casale with back-to-back strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 normal. Now up to bat for the Mountain Lions, designated hitter Logan Carney. Carney designated hitting for the pitcher. First pitch swung on, hit to Meisner at third. Heaves it over, in time, out number 2. And the Broncos toss it around the infield and give it back to Casale. Another 2 quick outs for the Broncos defense. They are not messing around this afternoon. Now up to bat for the Mountain Lions, the shortstop, Easton Klein. Klein batting .264 on the year with 11 RBIs. Casale's first pitch in for a strike. Casale, the windup, the pitch, just a bit outside, ball 1, and Meisner at third can't believe it. Casale kicks and fires, swung on, lofted into right field. Coming in and making the catch for out number 3 is Jack Oman. Another 3-up, 3-down inning for Johnny Casale and the Bronco defense. Heading into the bottom of the second, score. Visiting Mountain Lions, nothing. And your Brophy Broncos, 3. 8, 9, and 1 due up to bat for the Broncos. I'll take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter and YouTube. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for your Broncos, second baseman George Smith. Smith with an infield assist and a pop out back in the top of the first inning. Has flashed the leather defensively. So far, good at bat. Took Walter's first offering for a ball. Second offering, the same. Counts 2-0. Walters, the wind up, the pitch, swung on, fouled over the backstop. Counts now 2-1. We do have some action in the Red Mountain bullpen in the form of senior right-hander Peyton Pudens. Swung on and fouled over the Bronco dugout, and that ball will find its way to the pool.
I did. Want some? Nice, I thought so. Nice touch. But I can't eat peanuts while I'm announcing, so we'd have to call a timeout.
Counts 2-2. Walters kicks and fires. Swung on. Line drive caught by Sanchez at first. Now up to bat for the Broncos, the designated hitter, Jack Ryan. Ryan batting .279 on the year in designated hitting, not for Casal, who is currently on deck, but for freshman shortstop Brandon Wirtz. Walters, the pitch, bunt laid down by Ryan. Ryan has the speed. Can he beat it out? He does! A phenomenal bunt by Jack Ryan. And the Broncos have their first base runner of the second inning. I don't know if they make bunts much better than what Ryan just did. Enough speed to draw in both Walters and Sanchez from first. Peterson not able to come over and cover in time, and with Ryan's speed, this could be dangerous for Red Mountain. Casal up to bat and batting left-handed. Swung on, line drive, hit to left field, camping under it, and making the catch for out number 2 is Wilson. Casal with some good pop off the bat, just not enough to get over Wilson's head. Now up to bat for the Broncos, catcher Lucas Franz. Franz laid down a sacrifice bunt himself back in the bottom of the first. Ryan trying to mess with Walter. Ryan showcases speed running down first. Swung on, line drive. Back goes Wilson. He's out of room. It's out of here. No doubt about it. Lucas Franz with a 2-run line drive over the left field fence. And the Broncos extend their lead, now leading 5-0 in the bottom of the second. And it looks like this might be the end for Walter. It looks like they'll leave him in for the moment, but now up to bat for your Brophy Broncos, third baseman Jack Meisner. Meisner looks at Walter's first pitch for a strike. Again, it was senior right-hander Peyton Pudens warming up in the bullpen. Swung on, hit to left field, and making a catch on his heels is Wilson for out number 3. A busy inning for the left fielder. After 2 innings played, score. The visiting Mountain Lions 0, and your Brophy Broncos 5.
First one
That was Lucas Franz's first home run on the year, and what a time to do it. And a winner-go-home playoff game in front of your home crowd. I'll take a quick break and be back with you momentarily. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter/YouTube. Leading off the top of the third inning for the Mountain Lions, second baseman Matthew Peterson. Peterson having a rough day defensively with the error back in the first, and also not covering first in time. That's on that bunt by Jack Ryan that was laid down again so beautifully. Casal kicks and fires, swung on, line drive, foul. Peterson just a bit too early. We currently have time as Omen will toss the ball into foul ground. And we're back in play. Casal working with an 0-2 count against Peterson. Casal, the pitch, up high. Counts 1-2. Casal getting some encouragement from his middle infielders. The 1-2 offering low. Peterson thought about it for a second. You saw him shift his weight from back to front. And unfortunately for Casal, he was able to hold. Counts even, 2-2. Casal down the hill, low in the dirt. Counts full, 3-2. Casal, the payoff pitch, swung on, line drive, hits deep right center field, back goes Craig, and that one is out of here. Matthew Peterson with a solo shot over the right center field fence. And the Mountain Lions chipping away at the Broncos' lead, now trailing 5-1. Peterson making up for an error that caused a Bronco run to come in back in the first. And now in the span of 3 batters, we've had 2 home runs here at Opus Field. Casal's first offering to catcher Brandon Dobson low, ball 1. Dobson batting .227 on the year, 6 RBIs and 1 home run. And that is Matthew Peterson's first home run of the season. The pitch low in the dirt. Counts 2-1. Casal wasting no time attacking the plate this afternoon. Casal, the pitch in there. Strike 2. Counts now even, 2-2. Casal, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Casal strikes out his 3rd batter of the afternoon. Now up to bat for the Mountain Lions, first baseman Xavier Sanchez. Sanchez batting .271 on the year with 15 RBIs and 2 home runs. Casal's first offering off speed in the dirt. Casal really trying to attack the lower third of the strike zone. Casal down the hill. Strike one called. Casal delivers. Up high, ball 2. Franz ready to tell him where he goes. The pitch. In there, strike 2 called. Sanchez has not swung at a pitch yet this at bat. Casal's 2-2 offering. Low, strike 3 in the dirt, and Casal gets Sanchez to chase for his 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Back-to-back strikeouts for the man they call Johnny Baseball. Now, up to bat and back to the top of the order for the Mountain Lions, center fielder Gunnar Moore. Moore flew out to second base in his last at-bat. He'll foul that one up over the backstop.
Right underneath the scoreboard.
Counts even at 1-1. Casal offers. Swung on, popped up over. Backstop once again, and that one finds the pool behind the first base line. Counts 1-2. Casal shakes off the first 2 signs. The windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Casal with 3 straight strikeouts after Peterson's home run and after heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Score: the visiting Mountain Lions 1 and your Brophy Broncos 5. I'll take a quick break and be back with you shortly. Welcome back into Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter. And the Mountain Lions have made their first call to the bullpen this afternoon, calling in the arm of right-hander senior Peyton Pudens. Pudens standing at 5'10". Pudens has a 5-2 record on the year with a 3.18 ERA. And Walter's day is done after 2 innings. Pudens' first offering off speed up high. Cornell Farmer having to duck and giving a little smirk to the Bronco dugout. Pudens, the windup, the pitch. Fastball in there, strike 1, counts even.
Here we go, Willie.
Willie Corneo Farmer in his last at-bat. Reached base safely by error, thanks to some trickery by Jack Meisner. He'll look at that pitch from Pudence outside, ball 2. Corneo Farmer batting .275 on the year with 14 RBIs and 4 long balls. Pudence, the ball in his mitt, kicks and fires. Now an outside, counts 3-1. Willie Corneo Farmer now has the green light to pick out his pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, foul. He liked that one. Just missed that. Counts now full, 3-2. Pudence looking for his first out of the afternoon. Pudence, the payoff pitch, fouled back. And Corneo Farmer lives to see another pitch. Corneo Farmer looking to give the Broncos their first base runner of the bottom of the third. The pitch, swung on, high fly ball, hit to right field, and that one goes foul. And one lucky Bronco fan will be going home with that souvenir. Pudence continuing to battle with Corneo Farmer. Counts full, 3-2. And Pudence steps off the rubber for a moment. Pudence. The payoff pitch. Low in the dirt, ball 4. And Corneo Farmer will now trot to first. And it looks like, have a quick time. Relief pitcher Adler De La Rosa getting a ball that somehow is near the first base line. Corneo Farmer, the runner at first, and now in the right-handed batter's box for your Brophy Broncos, J.T. Craig. Craig looked at that first pitch outside, ball 1. Pudence, a right-handed pitcher, no longer able to just stare at first base, now has to move his head. Craig will look at that pitch up high. Ball 2. Craig not even phased. Pudence throwing some heat with his fastball today, going in the glove very hard. You hear the snap of the mitt that so many baseball players love around the world. Off speed, outside, ball 3, and Pudence is shaking his head, not knowing what he's doing wrong to get in the good graces of Max Steiner. Pudence comes set. The 3-0 offering. Ball 4 up high, and Pudence walks his second batter, and Craig sprints to first. Just stretching out his legs. And it looks like Klein coming in and talking to his fellow senior on the mound. Some directions given by Dobson behind the dish. And now to bat for your Brophy Broncos, right fielder Jack Oman. Oman batting left-handed. Chance for a potential 4-6-3 double play. And a trick gets Corneo Farmer out. The Mountain Lions with some trickery. Now it's 1 down in the bottom of the first. Corneo Farmer not the fastest Bronco out there. Red Mountain infield faked bunt and went in. Corneo Farmer extended his lead just a bit too much and wasn't able to get back in time. Oman looks at that pitch inside. Ball 1, or should I say ball 5. Now for Pudence. Pudence comes set. The pitch. And Pudence finds the strike zone for what some might say for the first time in forever. Counts even 1-1. Craig, the runner at first. Prudence takes a look at Craig and comes set. The offering. And that hits Omen in the back. And he throws his bat and his elbow guard to the dugout. And Prudence has walked two and hit one by a pitch. Not what you're hoping for if you're senior Peyton Prudence. That one hit Omen square in the back. Omen up fine at first. Laughing with first base coach Connor Park, class of 18 here at Brophy. Many of these coaches, Coach Garcia, Torres, and Park, all alumni. And we're going to have some more action in the Red Mountain bullpen in the form of Maddox Loria, the sophomore. The runner at first is Omen. The runner at second is Craig. One out in the bottom of the third. Broncos lead by 4. Niezgodsky will look at that one up high, ball 1. Niezgodsky flew out to center in his last at-bat. Niezgodsky batting right-handed, a righty-righty matchup. The pitch, swung on, line drive, base hit into left field. Craig rounding third. And he ignores a signal from Coach Raul Torres. And it's a good thing he did because Craig up safely with a feet-first slide. Broncos now extend their lead back to 5. Torres never gave Craig the go signs. A little bit aggressive from Craig, but that's 2 for 2 with the Broncos and aggressive base running today. And when you're 1 win away from your season being over, I love this aggressive nature so far on the base path. Creates a sense of confusion for the defense and a sense of this kind of demoralization. Now to bat for the Broncos, George Smith. Smith took Pudence's first offering outside for a ball. The runner at first, Niezgodsky. The runner at second is Omen. The pitch, swung on, hit to third. Stepping on third and making the play over to first for a double play is Olsen to end the inning. The leakage stops for the moment. And after 3 innings played here at Opus Field, score, the Mountain Lions 1. And your Brophy Broncos 6. Take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is Brophy College Prep Baseball on my Twitter or YouTube, whatever you want to call it. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball here on my Twitter. Welcome back to the 6A AIA Baseball State Championship Tournament. Your Brophy Broncos taking on visiting Red Mountain Mountain Lions, and your Broncos currently lead 6-1 as a bunt is laid down by Chade Wilson. Left fielder, he grounded out to second base in his last at-bat. I looked at the number on my scorecard a little too quickly and saw the 4 and thought of the wrong sport. I do apologize. Wilson swings and misses. Casal's second offering quickly into an 0-2 count. Casal's worked quickly and effectively so far this afternoon. And that pitch low and outside, close enough to make Wilson think about it. The pitch swung on, hit towards that short throw. Not in time, pick. Not able to make by Corneo Farmer, and Wilson with a bit of speed. And the Mountain Lions have their first base runner of the afternoon. Now up to bat for Mountain Lions. Third baseman Cade Olson. Olson ended the bottom of the third with a 5-3 double play. Casal offers. First pitch swung on, high fly ball hit deep to right field. Back goes Omen. That one is in the warning track. Rounding third and heading nowhere is Wilson. And the Mountain Lions showing some more signs of life with runners at third and second. Olson wasting no time with that pitch from Casal. Mountain Lions with back-to-back hits. Looks like we will have Mike Nunez coming to the mound to talk it over with Casal in the infield. Hagen right, waiting to step in the right-handed batter's box, the most dangerous hitter on this Mountain Lions team. With 9 home runs, someone with one swing of the bat can change this from a 5-run lead to a 2-run lead for the Broncos. And the Mountain Lions have life. Casal did strike out right last at bat back in the second. First pitch swung on, high fly ball to shallow right field. Smith going back. Omen calls him off and makes a catch. No tag from Wilson over at first. Omen calling off Smith. The Broncos playing sound defense with that one, and Wright has to be disappointed with that. Swung at the first pitch, hoping to replicate what Olson did prior. Casal's first pitch off speed, not in there, ball 1. Logan Carney, the Mountain Lion, in the right-handed batter's box. Carney grounded out to short in his last at-bat. The pitch. In there, strike 1. Bronco dugout is loving Casal right now. Casal comes set. Working from the stretch. Pitches outside. Ball 2. Casal looks at the runners and now fires. Swung on, foul to the backstop. Logan Carney with 12 RBIs on the year, looking to add number 13 and 14 to the stat sheet. Casal having other plans. Casal comes set. The pitch. Outside, counts 3-1.
3-2.
Counts full, 3-2, Casal. The payoff pitch. Ball 4. And Carney will jog to first, and the Mountain Lions with bases loaded, down 5. And now the duties fall on the bat of righty Easton Klein. Klein was 0 for 2. First time these two teams played back in March. So far, Klein is 0 for 3 against the Broncos as he'll look at Casal's first pitch in for a strike. I don't know what Klein was looking at with that off-speed pitch. 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Bases are loaded. Wilson, the lead runner at third. Casal offers, swung and fouled to the backstop. Now Casal leads 0-2 and has the whole strike zone to work with. The runner at second is Olson. The runner at first is Carney. Casal, the 0-2 offering up high, testing the 3 Mountain Lion base runners. Counts 1 and 2. Casal comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Casal with his 6th strikeout of the afternoon.
Don't let up, don't let up.
Now to bat for the Mountain Lions, second baseman Matthew Peterson. Peterson homered off of Casal in his last at-bat to lead off the 3rd. The pitch, off speed, in there, strike 1. Most important batter so far, Johnny Casal's pitching season. Second pitch in, strike 2. Casal starts off 0-2 once again. Casal leans in and gets the sign. The pitch. Swing and a miss! Casal with strikeout number 7. And the Mountain Lions strand 3 on base. Heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. Score: the visiting Mountain Lions 1 and your Brophy Broncos 6. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter and YouTube. For those just tuning in, you picked a perfect time to tune in. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for your Broncos, designated hitter Jack Ryan. Broncos currently leading 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Ryan, in his last at-bat, laid down a beautiful bunt on the 3rd base line as he'll follow off that first pitch from Pudens. And folks, I cannot stress how beautiful Ryan's bunt was, drawing everyone that could get it in and no one covering first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Ryan now down 0-2. Pudens, the pitch, swung on, fouled, and that one hits the lights just behind the Brophy dugout. No glass falling. Earlier this year, one completely shattered the glass. Pudens delivers. Strike 3 called, and Pudens with his first strikeout of the afternoon. Back to the top of the order for the Broncos with Johnny Casal.
Yeah, I think it was the same one. That's why no glass came down.
Casal 2 for 2 on the afternoon. 2 singles into left and right field, respectively. Casal looks at Pudens' first pitch for a ball. Pudens kicks and fires. Inside, ball 2. Pudens down the hill, low in the dirt, ball 3. Casal steps back into the left-handed batter's box with a 3-0 count. The pitch. Low, ball 4. Courtesy runner in for Johnny Casal is Matt Maldon. The pitch grazes the outside corner for strike 1. Lucas Franz homered to left field in his last at bat, his first of the year. Pudens gets the sign and delivers. Tries the same spot, just a bit too outside for Steiner's liking. Counts 1-1. Maldon leads off first. And that pitch framed beautifully by Dobson for strike 2. Just the work of a catcher behind the plate, using your both body and glove to try to get as many calls as you can. Pudens checks Maldon at first. No tag applied by Sanchez. Pudens now steps back on the rubber. Shakes off the first sign and now comes set. The pitch. Swung on. Gently hit to Sanchez at first. Double play not turned in time. That'll be a fielder's choice for Franz. And it's going to be Charlie Hazen coming in for Franz at first. Back-to-back courtesy runners. Now to bat for the Broncos, Jack Meisner. Meisner doubled to center field in his first at-bat in the bottom of the first. That pitch inside. Meisner hops out of the way for ball 1. Pudens comes set. The pitch. Swung on, hit into shallow left field, and that ball drops foul. Wilson in left field was shifted over a bit to the right, expecting Meisner to pull the ball. Meisner, just a little earlier, had potential for a triple even when that ball was placed down the line in left field. Hazen leads off first. Meisner working with a 1-1 count. Pudens. Down the hill. Swung on. High fly ball hit deep to left field. That has potential. Back is Wilson. And it is out of here. Jack Meisner. Home run number 2 on the year. And the Broncos extend their lead 8-1. And Meisner touches home plate. And the Broncos shift the momentum back to the first base line.
Baseball gods.
No game program jinx today.
Meisner's first home run of the year went over a right center field fence here at Opus Field. This one, Meisner goes opposite. Great display of strength from the third baseman. Willie Corneo Farmer now up to bat. Corneo Farmer reached on an error his first at bat and drew a walk back in the bottom of the third. Broncos have already batted around the order twice. Off-speed pitch in there. Strike 2. Counts 1-2. Bad throw by Dobson. Luckily no one on base to potentially take advantage of that. Pudens kicks and fires. Outside, ball 2. Cornell Farmer remaining disciplined. Pudens. The windup. The pitch. Outside, a tough pitch to lay out for Corneo Farmer, and he does so successfully. Counts full, 3-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. The payoff pitch, swung on and fouled. Throw to first from Dobson in time. And the side is retired. After 4 innings played here at Opus Field, score, Mountain Lions 1 and your Broncos 8. Casal back on to pitch in the top of the 5th. When we return in a moment. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter. Pinch hitting for Brandon Dobson. Junior Josh Warman. Warman also listed on the roster as a catcher. Maybe a potential injury to Dobson. Casal's first 2 offerings even at 1-1. Casal back up in the count at 1-2. Casal, the pitch, swung on, line drive into right field, and making the catch like a statue is Jack Omen.
And then I'll deploy the airbags that we get from the back too.
Now up to bat for the Mountain Lions, first baseman, Xavier Sanchez. You do wonder if Warman will take over behind the dish for Dobson. Casal's first offering to Sanchez in their first strike. Weak ground ball goes foul. Cornell Farmer all over it. Now Casal up in the count 0-2 once again. Casal kicks and fires. Bronco dugout loves it. Max Steiner doesn't. 1-2. Casal, the windup, the pitch, off speed, fouled sharply, down the right field line. Count stays 1-2. Sanchez talking to Steiner. Be asked about time. Casal's pitch outside and low. Casal's confused on why Sanchez isn't walking back to the dugout. The 2-2 offering. Swung on. Hit to Smith at second. Making the easy throw for out number 2 is George Smith. Back to the top of the order for the Mountain Lions with Gunnar Moore. Moore struck out in his last at-bat to end the top of the third. Casal delivers. Bunt laid down. Casal makes a beautiful play and tags him. Casal said, no need to even go to first. I'll do it myself. And the side is retired. A 1-2-3 inning for the Bronco defense and Johnny Casal. Heading into the bottom of the fifth. Score. The Mountain Lions 1 and your Brophy Broncos 8. It'll be 5-6-7 up for the Broncos after this quick break. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball on my Twitter. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Broncos, future Army West Point man, JT Craig, and some defensive substitutions coming in for the Mountain Lions. Craig swings and pops that one up to shallow right field, if you can even call it that, and making the catch for out number 1 is Peterson. Now up to bat for the Broncos, right fielder Jack Oman. Once again, it is now Josh Warman behind the dish for the Mountain Lions. First pitch swung on, and that's a gap in the left field. Jack Oman rounding first and heading for second. Oman wasting no time swinging at that first pitch for a double. As he'll hype up his fellow Broncos in the dugout. Now up to bat for the Broncos. Left fielder Matt Niezgodsky. The other substitution for Red Mountain, left fielder Braden Bond coming in for Chade Wilson. And it looks like we have a pinch runner coming in for Jack Oman. And it will be Matt Maldon pinch running for Oman. And some potential substitutions coming in the top of the 6 for the Broncos, either a pitching change or maybe just a general substitution. Pudens kicks and fires high. Ball 1. Niezgodsky waited an eternity to look at that pitch from Pudens. And it looks like it will be Jack Oman getting loose in the Bronco bullpen. Counts now 2-0 to Niezgodsky. And there is some action as well in the Mountain Lion bullpen in the form of Kane Killen, senior left-hander. Action in both bullpens. Niezgodsky looks at that off-speed pitch outside. Ball 3, height looked good from my vantage point. Counts 3-0 to Niezgodsky, and he'll be able to sit back and take these next 2 pitches if he so pleases without any penalty. The pitch. Strike called. Counts now 3-1. Pudens just trying to get back in that count with a fastball. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled. Hit off the foot of Niezgodsky. And listening to first base coach Connor Park, it does look like Johnny Casal's day is over. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Count to Niezgodsky is full. The runner at second is Matt Maldon. And the Broncos lead 8-1. Niezgodsky trying to walk it off. We'll take a quick break and be back with you in a moment. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball here on my Twitter. Niezgodsky shaking off that foul ball, taking off of his left foot. Counts full, 3-2. Pudens. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, and Niezgodsky heads back to the dugout. Now up to bat for the Broncos. Second baseman George Smith. Smith, in his last at-bat, grounded into a double play. Matt Maldon, the runner at second. Smith looks at that pitch for a strike. Pudens seems to be finding his groove a little bit later here. Pudens shakes off the first sign and agrees to the second. The pitch. Strike 2. Pudence. Glove on his chest now. Moves it in front of his face with the ball. The 0-2 offering. Swung on and fouled. And that one hits off one of the lights for the dugout. Excuse me, not the dugout, the bullpen. Pudence. Toes the rubber. 0-2 count, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 5th. Smith, the runner at second, is Maldon. Ball away. Says our home plate umpire, Max Steiner. And it does again appear that it will be Jack Oman coming in relief of Johnny Casale. Counts now even, 2-2. After Smith takes 2 pitches outside in a row. Broncos with the runner in scoring position. Smith looking to drive him in. Pudence, the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss, and Pudence retires the side. After 5 innings played, score, visiting Mountain Lions 1, and your Brophy Broncos 8. And we'll have some defensive substitutions indeed. And left, it will be freshman Jonah Castle playing left. Craig remains in center. Johnny Casale moving out to right. And Jack Oman coming in to potentially close out this game. Oman warms up. We'll take a break and be back with you in a moment. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball here on my Twitter and YouTube. Leading off, top of the 6th inning, is Brock Thompson. Thompson might also be playing left as well. Oman delivers. And that one finds the strike zone. Counts now 2-1. First 2 were both balls. Oman now working back into the count. The pitch. Swung on. Line drive. Hit to center field, and making the grab is J.T. Craig for out number 1. Now up to bat for the Mountain Lions, third baseman Cade Olson. Olson hit a double to right field in his last at-bat. Swung on, fouled. Once again, Johnny Casale now in right, and Jonah Castle in left for your Broncos. Omen on to pitch and presumably close out this game. Omen kicks and fires. Swing and a miss from Olsen. Olsen doing his best Javi Baez impression, swinging at a ball way far in the dirt. Some good break from Omen. Saw the dirt pop up from that pitch. Omen, swing and a miss in the dirt once again. Throw, not in time. And Olsen up safely at first with a drop third strike, but it was a more like in the dirt strike, as it was almost impossible for Franz to get that one, and you almost wonder if Olsen did that on purpose, knowing that it was a way he could get on base. Now up to bat for the Mountain Lions. Senior outfielder Braden Bond. Runner at first checked, no tag applied. 3 substitutions so far for the Mountain Lions. Couple for Broncos as well. The only new player for the Broncos, though, is Jonah Castle. Castle, the only other freshman on this team. Broncos currently fielding 2 of them right now. Wirtz the other at short. Omen delivers. Outside. Counts now 3-0.
Go 5, go after him.
Omen looking to get back in the count. The pitch. Runner at first check, tag applied, not in time. Pitch from Omen, called a strike. We've seen Franz throw it down to first many times. He has a quick pop time and a good arm to get it there, and very aggressive. Swung on, and that ball hit foul. Bond looking up to the heavens and saying, why couldn't that have hit third base? All that ball needs to do is either hit third or go past it for it to be a fair ball. The runner at first is Olsen, and Bond batting in place of right. Strike 3, and Bond is retired. First base is occupied. Drop third not applied. Franz, smart catcher that he has proven to be throughout the course of this season. Look to Olsen, see if maybe he took off. Now up to bat for Mountain Lions. Designated hitter Logan Carney. Carney 0 for 1 on the afternoon. And he drew a walk most recently. Omen settles in and delivers. Ball in the dirt. Omen very effective with that pitch. It's breaking ball goes into the dirt, and Carney having trouble with it. You just saw Bond and even Olsen all swing at it. The pitch. Breaking ball low again. This one gets over the plate for ball 2. Omen delivers. That one finds the strike zone. Counts back to even, 2-2. Omen. And Olsen now occupying second. It appears it was a balk on Omen's part. Omen with 2-2 count behind him. Now make it a 3-2 count.
Here we go. Let's get the batter right here.
2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 1 strike standing between the Broncos and retiring the side. The pitch swung on. Hit to Wirtz at short. Throw over to first in time. And the Mountain Lions strand 1 on base. Heading into the bottom of the 6th. Score! The Mountain Lions 1 and your Brophy Broncos 8. 3 runs are needed for a potential mercy rule ending in the bottom of the 6th. If not, we'll play the full 7. If you want to see what happens, stay tuned. This is Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball here on my Twitter and YouTube. The pitch, bunt, laid down by Jack Ryan, popped up. Ryan struck out looking in his last at-bat. He'll look at that pitch for a strike, counts 0-2.
Thank you.
Counts 0-2. Pudence kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he gets Ryan once again. Pudence coming into his zone, struck out the last 3 Brophy batters. Now up to bat for the Broncos. Leadoff man and now playing right field, Johnny Casal. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. Casal 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Most recently drew a walk as he swings at that pitch and it goes just foul. Ball had some heat coming off the barrel of the bat. Pudence offered a lifeline. Casal with his speed would surely be on second. Counts even 1-1. Pudence kicks and fires. Line drive swung on. And that one gets in the left center field gap. Casal rounding first and heading for second, and he'll be up safely with a feet first slide. Casal 3 for 3 now on the afternoon, showing why he is the leadoff man and showing why he just wants to slap singles everywhere. That one, a double. Past 2 hits were both singles. Now up to bat for the Broncos, catcher Lucas Franz. Franz hit a home run back in the second, his first of the year. Off speed. Breaking ball from Pudence in there for a strike. Casal putting on protective right mitt over at second. Pudence down the hill. Swing is checked. Umpiring Cruz says no. Franz did not cross the plane of the plate. As a result, counts 1-1. Prudence. The pitch. Swung on, fouled over the backstop. Casal no longer able to get a courtesy runner, as he's now the right fielder, not the pitcher. Prudence comes set and fires. High. Counts even, 2-2. Franz. Broncos needing 3 runs to end the game here in the bottom of the 6th. If not, we play the full 7. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And Prudence. Some beautiful work, striking out 4 of the last 5 batters. All but 1 strikeouts swinging.
Here we go, Jack.
Now up to bat for the Broncos is Jack Meisner. Meisner hit the other Brophy home run this afternoon, back in the 4th. With an opposite field shot to left. Meisner swings at the first pitch. And the throw to first in time from Peterson for out number 3. Side is retired. Now heading into the top of the 7th and a chance to end this game and end the Mountain Lions season. It will fall on the right arm of Jack Oman. Folks, if you're listening, don't go anywhere. Broncos 8, Mountain Lions 1, right here on my Twitter. Welcome back to Brophy College Prep Baseball right here on my Twitter. And the Mountain Lions 3 outs away from their season being over. Swing and a miss from Klein. Oman continuing to go back to the breaking ball in the dirt, and it's worked for him so far this game. Klein 0 for 4 against Brophy this year. The pitch in there, strike 2. Oman. The windup. The pitch. Swung on. And a tag from Franz. And Oman with his strikeout. That's Klein's second strikeout of the afternoon. Pinch hitter for Matthew Peterson is J.D. Daly, a junior infielder. Daly standing 5'10", has a stance that almost resembles Mike Trout as he swings at that pitch. Ground ball to short, and a great pick from Conejo Farmer for out number 2. And the Broncos defense not going away quite yet. A glove from Franz, a glove there from Cornell Farmer. And one out away from ending the Mountain Lions season. And they'll have to go past Josh Warman. Took over for Dobson behind the dish and hitting. He flew out to right in his last at-bat. Omen kicks and fires. Breaking ball drops, strike one. Omen delivers. Check swing. Check swing, no. Says our officiating crew. He did not, and from my vantage point, he did not go around as well, but it's always wise to check. Can never hurt. Omen fires, low. 2-1 count. Omen, the wind up, the pitch. Low in the dirt, ball 3. Mountain Lions down to their last out of the season. Omen, the pitch. Swung on, fouled over the backstop. Counts now full. Mountain Lions now down to their last strike. Warman versus Omen. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And the Broncos advance and end the season for the Mountain Lions. Score, Broncos 8, Mountain Lions 1. And the Broncos are still alive and dancing in the 6A AIA high school playoffs. Next up for the Broncos, depending on what the score is from some of the other games around, it could be any game. 4 teams still currently alive in the B part of the bracket that Brophy might face. Queen Creek, who they unofficially beat back on April 29th, is taking on Basha, that game being played in Chandler at Basha. And Pinnacle taking on the number 2-seeded Tucson. Broncos could face any of those 4 teams. We will try to keep you updated with a potential score. No score yet, but it's any of those 4 teams, Basha, Queen Creek, Tucson, or Pinnacle, that your Brophy Broncos will be taking on most likely, and it will be an away game. Brophy, the 11 seed. The closest seed is Pinnacle. They're the 10 seed, and even if Brophy would play Pinnacle, that game would be played at Pinnacle, where the Broncos lost earlier this year. That game was played at Pinnacle, and Broncos lost. Broncos, though, still alive and dancing. And this postseason final score, Broncos 8, and Mountain Lions 1. Folks, my name is Nick Petrisky. I've been alongside almost every home game here at Opus Field this season, and I've had a blast. I'm heading back to Cleveland for an internship this summer, but I've appreciated you joining me on this journey this year. Just want to thank everyone out there that did tune in. This was the most viewed stream on YouTube with over 43 viewers. That even tops some of the games that we had on Twitter. It was a great day for Brophy baseball, folks, and it's always a great day for Brophy baseball. Signing off for the last time this season from Opus Field, my name is Nicholas Petrisky. It's been a blast, and all I wish for is a Broncos State Championship at the end of it. Folks, take care, have a great day, and please, as always, drive safe. Thank you, and have a great night.